I don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Peru has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again, it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us celebrate Louis's courage. He enabled us to avert a tragedy.
Yes, that was very noble of you, Louis.
You have given us all a fine lesson in courage.
Thank you.
He owes you his life. That's quite something.
That madman deserves to die.
We are providing Monsieur Peru with care, but rest assured, he is no longer a danger to himself or anyone else. I think everyone needs a little rest. Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
Alors, du coup, c'est bien parce qu'on a appris plein de trucs. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut mettre? On peut en mettre 3. Est-ce qu'on s'augmenterait pas ça? Qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait mettre? Érudition peut-être? Ouais, et puis... Ouais, diversion, c'est bien. Ok. Bon, bah, il nous retient encore comme d'habitude. Hein. Alors, est-ce qu'on fait le tour? Est-ce qu'on a les mêmes bouquins ou pas, en fait? Ouais, non, même pas. Puis les lettres, c'est les mêmes lettres. Hein. Ouais, c'est les mêmes lettres. Ça sert à rien.
Louis, I wanted to thank you personally. I admire what you did to save Monsieur Peru's life. You have given us all a wonderful lesson in courage.
Don't mention it, my lord. You would have done the same. I was just quicker.
Ah, humility is a fine quality, sir.
Where is he now?
In his room. I've sedated him. I don't want him trying to take his life again. Or, worse yet, attacking one of the guests. When in despair, Monsieur Peru is clearly a dangerous man.
Tell me, my lord, can you think of any reason why he would be so terrified of you?
Terrified? Come now, that's a bit harsh. I think he was simply unable to put things into perspective. I see no reason to fear me. Ask President Washington. I don't believe I'm such a difficult friend.
Having spoken to him, I can assure you that he feared you even more than death itself. Had he disappointed you in any way recently?
Of course, he was on the edge. He was desperate, and it grew noticeable in his work. Our collaboration was probably coming to an end, but I certainly didn't feel the need to threaten him, ever.
But without you, no more support, no more money. It was an end to his social status. If you lost, he lost everything, didn't he?
No, not his life.
Thanks to me, I guess. On that note, my lord, I'll be leaving you. Have we covered everything?
Absolutely. Oh, Louis, one more thing, please. I wanted to thank you for your support during the conference. You've made the right choice, and it gives me tremendous satisfaction to have you with me on this project.
What is at stake is worth it, my lord. Now, I won't hide from you the fact that I have no idea by what miracle we could ever get a unanimous vote.
Trust me, Louis. We still have a few more cards to play. You'll see. Anything can happen in politics.
I'll see you later, my lord.
Ok. À retourner dans votre chambre. Mais c'est pas le soir, là? Si? C'était pas le matin, la reprise du colloque? Ou alors c'est déjà la nuit? C'est chelou, là. Ma chambre, elle est là-bas. Ok.
I already mentioned it yesterday. Either to you or to someone else. Impossible to tell with you people.
Yes, sir.
Your yes is not sufficient.
Monsieur Bonaparte.
Louis, once again, bravo for what you did. If it weren't for you, Peru would have blown his brains out. You've got courage. I like this. We just lost the vote for the next conference, and we already had fewer votes than Holm.
Ouais.
I must absolutely find a solution.
Excuse me, sir, but given recent events, I find it somewhat cavalier to
ticket, ouais.
return to your political preoccupations so quickly.
Yes, yes, I know, you must find me inhumane. But what can I do? We are here to decide upon the fate of our nations, Louis. It is time you realize what is at stake here. I hold nothing against Monsieur Peru personally, but what concerns me most right now is to not lose sight of the objectives of this meeting. In short, we haven't a minute to lose. I'll leave you now.
Just a minute.
Oh, eh.
What did Duchess Hillsborough propose last night?
Oh, nothing worth worrying about. The pretty little pudding eater found no better tactic than to threaten me. She would have been better off sliding into my bed. At least we wouldn't have wasted part of the night talking for nothing.
Threatened you, you say?
That's what I said. I think I'm going to have to be careful of English troops crisscrossing the Mediterranean for a while. The witch would let loose the wrath of the English crown on my august person. But if she thinks that would scare a Bonaparte, she is mistaken. Now, Louis, time is running short, and as I said, I'm in a hurry. I have to go now. I will see you later.
Attendez juste un instant. Alors, c'est parti. Bah du coup, je retourne dans ma chambre. Hein. C'est toujours par là. Est-ce qu'on peut aller voir Pérou?
Ce Jacques Peru.
Ah oui.
Ce Jacques Peru.
Sorry, sir.
Ah,
but
merde.
You cannot go through. We have very clear instructions from Lord Mortimer. Monsieur Peru must rest.
Ok, c'est bon. Ouais, bah t'aurais dû mettre un mec devant la porte, mais pas à l'intérieur, à l'extérieur. Ah, ça c'est qui? Ça c'est Bonaparte. Bon, je sais pas, est-ce que ça vaudrait le coup de retourner fouiller? Peut-être il y a de nouveaux indices, je ne sais pas. On va voir.
My dearest son.
Ouais. Ça c'est fermé. Ouais, il n'y a pas grand chose, hein. Mais ça sert pas à grand chose. Je sais pas, est-ce que je peux aller voir la meuf là? Lady machin là. Ouais. Ah, j'ai l'impression que je peux un peu faire le tour. Bon bah je vais quand même faire le tour avant d'aller dans ma chambre.
No answer.
Parce qu'ils me le disent pas, mais insiste.
Nothing.
Insiste encore. Ah, moi je suis relou moi.
Emily? Emily, are you there?
Emily!
Yes. Louis, is that you?
Ah
Yes, let me in.
I'm sorry, Louis. I don't feel very well. I'll see you later.
Are you sure everything's all right? Are you still there?
C'est chelou. Est-ce que je pourrais aller la voir en passant par un balcon? Oui. Ça a bugué là? Ça a bugué. Ah. Alors, passer par un balcon, par contre... Ah, ça serait Bonaparte. D'accord, je comprends peut-être... Enfin, je comprends peut-être pourquoi on peut aller dans la chambre de Bonaparte. Alors, c'est parti. Non. Ah bah super. Super. D'accord. Ça pose un problème. Pérou, on peut pas. Bah je vois pas comment l'aider. Hein. Je vois pas comment l'aider. Bah tant pis. On va essayer de voir si on peut aller voir les autres gens. Ah ouais, on peut aller quasiment aller voir tout le monde.
Monsieur de Richet, I have no time. I was about to join Sir Gregory. Come back later.
I wanted to talk to you a moment and...
I am expected. I'm sorry. We shall talk later.
Ok, je me fais virer de partout. J'apprécie. J'apprécie le geste. Ça, c'est ma chambre, mais j'ai pas envie d'y aller. Je vais voir s'il y a moyen de passer par une des portes pour aller voir Emily. Là. Mais bon. Un petit peu compliqué. Là, on peut pas. Là, il n'y a rien. Ensuite, Washington. Est-ce qu'il y a des choses qui ont changé? Je sais pas du tout.
My dear George.
Non, c'est la même lettre. Il n'est pas dans sa chambre. Bah alors là, ça me sert pas à grand chose parce que si, il faudrait que je regarde et là où est Emily. Je peux pas regarder? Bizarre.
Honey,
Donc
the
là, il y a
remedy of the
ça.
gods.
Le remède des dieux, ouais, super. Donc là, c'est la chambre de qui? Je peux y aller. C'est la chambre de qui ici? D'Adams. Adams, c'est qui Adams? Ouais, un des deux. Non, je voulais voir d'abord si on pouvait regarder à l'autre extrémité la chambre de Bidule, là. Parce que c'est bizarre, ça, quand même. Ah, de l'ombre.
Amber crystals.
On peut pas faire grand-chose. On va essayer de... Tant pis, hein, je vais rentrer dans les chambres des gens. C'est quand même bizarre que j'ai pas un point d'observation. Alors que sur l'autre balcon, il y a ça. C'est bizarre, hein. Bon. On va rentrer dans les chambres. Hein. C'est parti.
What do you want from me, de Richet? Get on with it. I'm busy.
Ok. Comportement de bureau. Vas-y, ça.
What a tragedy about Mr. Parut.
Are you joking? That bonehead had it
Bah, arrête
coming
d'être
to him.
énervé, toi. Ah oui, alors lui... Je voulais voir d'ailleurs, est-ce qu'on a un peu tout le monde? Ah ouais, elle, on sait pas c'est quoi sa faiblesse. Bah non, mais ouais, elle est décédée. Putain, elle, on a rien. Lui, par contre, ouais. Donc là, on est chez qui? On est chez Volner, là. Vulnérabilité, c'est diversion. Donc alors, ni interrogatoire, ni psychologie. Hein.
How can you say that?
Ever since I found out that footprints incriminating him were found next to Elizabeth's body, you can be sure that given the opportunity, I would have put a bullet in his mouth myself.
As I was passing by your room, I wondered if you'd made any progress with your search for the Al-Azif.
Do
Bah,
you
oui.
remember our little discussion last time, de Richet?
Indeed, I do.
So, please go straight to hell and stop wasting my time.
Ok.
I wanted to speak to you about the conference.
Listen, you chose your side. You had every possible reason to make the right choice, but you preferred to commit yourself to Mortimer. Good luck, because it's a lost battle. The subject is closed. Anything else?
Excuse me, this is the wrong room.
Je voulais pas parler avec toi. Mauvaise chambre, je parle pas avec toi, quoi. Ok, là c'est qui? Adams. Ah oui, mais du coup, je peux pas y aller. Chambre de la tour. Oui, mais du coup, je peux aller nulle part. Ça, c'est qui? Je sais pas, c'est bizarre, elle a un problème, mais je sais pas si on peut faire quelque chose. Ouais. Non, bah sinon, on va aller dans la chambre. Hein. Est-ce que ça je peux prendre?
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Perrault, ouais, on peut pas. Bonaparte, et elle, non, je crois. Toujours le cas. Non, non, on va laisser tomber. Non, bon, on va retourner dans la chambre. Hein. Donc ça, c'est pas chez moi. Et voilà. C'est moi. Là, il y a eu un lag quand il a ouvert la porte. Toujours cette chambre magnifique, une décoration joyeuse. Ah bah c'est clair. Là, t'as des journées, tu peux pas dire que tu t'ennuies. Hein. Ah voilà, encore. Les gens sonnent, les gens tapent, les gens viennent à n'importe quelle heure.
Louis, open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm coming.
Louis. Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
I do believe that's Emily's voice. I can't understand what she's saying. Impossible. I can't do it. There's something blocking it on the other side. I've got to find another way in.
Bah, l'un des moyens, c'est d'aller au balcon, mais... Ah, parce que tout à l'heure, il voulait pas qu'on aille au balcon.
I have to get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked.
Pourquoi il verrouille son balcon, lui? Oh, c'est la merde.
No way. It's too sturdy.
Oh là là. Pff, bah ouais, on est obligé de faire ça. C'est chaud, hein. C'est chaud. Ok, le balcon. Par là, je crois. Mais laissez-moi sur la carte. Oui. Non, alors là. Bah. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce bordel? Ah, c'est peut-être là.
Huh. It's as if there are several people inside.
Si, ils sont en train de parler là. Ah oui, je crois qu'elle avait dit il n'y a plus personne.
You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk after everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You pretty little bitch. How dare you? Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot. After all the trouble I've gone through to find you.
Je sais pas c'est laquelle.
Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot. Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way. I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival...
J'en sais rien, en face, oui. Que m'est-il arrivé? Que m'avez-vous donné? Elle m'a donné quelque chose? Alors déjà, si moi je me souviens plus, je suis pas dans la merde. Attends. Que m'avez-vous donné? Non, qui était avec nous, oui. Donc j'ai demandé à celle d'en face.
Who was with us on the wharf?
Cardinal Piaggi. He was with us from when we started traveling by ship. We arrived on the same boat. I already told her, Louis. Another question then. I'm the one who told you.
Right. Let's find something else. Yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
Derrière moi. Comment Mortimer nous a accueillis? Qui était présent? Qui est resté avec qui? De quoi avons-nous discuté?
On the night of our arrival, we were warming ourselves in front of the fire. Mortimer welcomed us in a certain way. What happened exactly?
Well played, Louis. Unfortunately, I'm not the one you should have asked that question to. Mortimer did not welcome us. It was Sir Gregory who welcomed us that night. Mortimer didn't show up until 2 days later. I know that as well.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll.
Ah, je suis allée me promener un peu. Nous sommes-nous parlé? Nous sommes-nous vus? Je sais pas.
Do you remember if we saw each other that night or not?
No, not after going up to bed. That doesn't prove a thing. I was the one who told you that. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Mais là c'est chaud, on s'est déjà vu.
I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things
Oui,
to get
bah
out
je
of
sais
hand.
pas moi. Oh.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
Qu'est-ce qu'il peut trouver comme solution?
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Adresse-toi à celle de devant, celle de derrière. Je sais pas. Ah, attends.
We found ourselves in Mortimer's secret gallery. What did we find in that room?
A load of old junk that Mortimer had collected. A so-called Pandora's box in the form of an urn, an old sheepskin that he must take for the golden fleece, the Bible of Judas, property deeds as old as the hills, and a broken old sword. You are wasting your time, Louis. She already knows all that. Of course I do. I was there. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well. Let's talk about us.
Oh merde! Qu'avez-vous fait la nuit dernière? Ah, peut-être.
Describe last night, please.
Louis, it's embarrassing. You know full well what I did last night.
I want to hear you say it.
We spent it together, of course. What? I came to your room after the conference, and excuse me if I don't go into the details, but I was mightily impressed. What did you do? Look how you are reacting, Emma. It's not surprising I didn't tell you about my night with Louis. You slut!
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
Je pense que c'est celle qui est en face. Parce qu'elle a pas dit qu'après elle était partie.
It's you, Emily.
No, Louis! She is manipulating you!
No, Emma. It's her. I know it. Despite all the trouble you've gone to put one over on me, I know it is her.
That's enough now, Emma. You little slut! Don't think you are going to get away with this so easily. You are going to stop your little game right now. Never! I am Duchess Hills. No!
Emily?
I am the Duchess.
But...
You don't. Dear God, what have I done? See what you've done. See?
Louis?
Mother!
What on earth is...
Go away! You must go. Everyone is going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Come on, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam,
j'espère que j'ai fait le bon choix.
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her. Please. Go. I'll cover you.
What? What are you doing there? Stop!
God damn it. Now what's going on?
D'accord. Retrouvez votre mère dans la crypte des jardins. Déjà, je sais même plus par quelle chambre je dois passer. Donc c'est cool. Les jardins. Après, j'y suis allée comment? Je suis descendue. Voilà, au jardin, je descends. Et je passe par une petite porte, ouais.
Good God. They're all here.
Ah, j'avoue.
They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer? Can anyone hear anything through the door?
C'est vraiment des maquerelles, quoi. Oh là là, mais qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Vous avez entendu le coup de feu? Alors. Hop. Les jardins. Alors, moi, et le sens de tout. C'est dur. Bon. On va passer par là. Attends, je descends. On peut pas aller là direct? Yes. C'était sur un petit côté. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ah. C'est sur un petit côté, je sais plus où. Ah, mais c'est pas du tout là que je veux aller. Oh là là. En fait, je prends le chemin le plus long du monde. Hop hop hop. Du coup, alors non. Si, c'était par là, je crois. Oui, exact. Voilà. Bon, bah, je m'y suis retrouvée quand même. Hein. Ensuite, est-ce qu'on a Ariane? Parce que j'avais suivi son fil pour pouvoir... ouais, voilà, tac. Tac, tac, tac. Et c'était par là. Hop. Par là. Ouais. Ouais, c'est là, voilà.
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You are the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only...
Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and rational. I know you are going to find this hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true.
Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess. Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volner to get it for him.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
Ok. Donc c'est ce que j'avais dit c'était une espèce de ghoul là, c'était bizarre qu'il soit... Enfin, que c'était le même mec qui était en vie depuis les années 1100 et quelques quoi. Hop. L'arbre généalogique.
I came across his family tree in his study.
An only son.
Since the Third Crusade.
The fall of Saint John of Acre, Louis. The fall of Saint John of Acre.
Les actes de propriété, ouais.
Well, those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same hand, and over several centuries.
I am proud of you, Louis.
I found your notes, written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? No, I didn't. Why?
Good. We'll deal
Quel
with
genre?
it later.
Du coup, bah, le bureau secret,
I went
ouais.
beyond the Nightmare Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come. But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman.
Personne le connaît.
I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer didn't have a place in history.
On the continent, Mortimer and Home are mere dandies who organize society balls. History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Ouais, c'est bizarre. Hein. Et puis du coup, le colloque, ouais.
You mean the conference?
How can you explain that someone manages to bring together so many important figures without anyone knowing?
And without any security or personnel.
Ouais. C'est tout.
Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way. You found me. You have surpassed me.
Et ouais, maman, je suis un ouf.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him.
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him. Or rather, he found me. He was young, charismatic. He was flamboyant.
Wait a minute. Who are you talking about? Von Borchard?
No, Mortimer, of course. He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages.
Quel âge avait-il?
He was already old in those days, wasn't he? So you recognized him when you arrived on the island, right?
No, he wasn't in that body.
Ah.
But I know it was him. I swear it was him. The way he spoke, his posture, a few of his intonations, his mannerisms.
Wait a minute. You were talking about 60 years ago. I've lost the thread.
Yes, sorry. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
Je sais pas, hein, parce qu'elle est chelou. Hein. Elle est chelou et elle dit c'était il y a 60 ans. Elle avait pas 10 ans. C'est bizarre.
And you accepted.
Please don't be stupid. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Alazif in Paris, I followed von Borchart's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing.
Eh ben, que s'est-il passé avec Elisabeth, ouais? Ou Emma?
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
Ah putain, j'ai pas assez, j'ai plus rien. Je peux pas dire dites-moi tout.
All right, but you're not getting away with it so lightly. Once we get back to Paris, be sure I won't be letting it go.
We'll see in Paris then.
Oh là là. Là, ils m'ont dépouillé de tout, quoi.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Oui, c'est pour ça qu'ils lui ont cousu des trucs sur le corps, là. Putain, la pauvre fille, quand même, elle avait pas l'air si... Je sais pas.
Do you know who killed her?
Absolutely not.
D'accord, super.
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen. Once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
Okay.
Samuel Ritter du Choix, you wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel, but frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you.
Et je l'ai ouverte.
He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists.
Ouais.
Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
You know, I found your package under a wharf plank.
As a matter of fact, I needed it yesterday. I wasn't expecting anyone to take it.
Ah merde, j'aurais dû le laisser.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that, I shall show you.
Je suis pas très sûre. Est-ce que j'ai envie de voir un moignon sanglant bizarre?
What did you negotiate about the Alazif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
Ok, bah c'est bon.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, What was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He wants the United States to occupy all the North American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from the continent once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that it will put him at the head of a world superpower. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
Pour prier. Prions ensemble, mon fils, pour le démon.
That's why we are here.
J'ai quand même un doute, hein. Je sais pas, je la sens pas, elle me stresse en fait. J'ai l'impression qu'il y a, je sais pas, qu'elle cache quelque chose, c'est trop bizarre. Puis on est qu'à l'épisode 3, il y a 5 épisodes quand même, donc là c'est un peu... Ça me paraît compliqué. Ah! De la résolution de Bonaparte, j'aurais pu discuter avec Piaggi, j'aurais pu apprendre quelque chose sur Al-Azif, passer par la chambre de Jacques Perroux pour aller sur le balcon. Bah, je me suis fait refuser l'entrée de la chambre. Oh là là. C'est chaud là. Hein. Les alternatives... La résolution de Bonaparte. D'accord. Moi, je pense que là, c'était pas top, hein, l'XP. Hein. Ouais, c'était sûr.